Welcome back.
We're here again. Aren't you excited?
I am exhausted.
I'm always exhausted, and I'm...
So 2 words that start with EX.
excited and exhausted.
Exhausted. They might be the same word.
They could be. Well, we'll use them interchangeably because we're at least one of those things.
Maybe both. You can be exhausted and excited. I think.
It's hot.
I think because I'm always exhausted, then I figure I can be exhausted in everything else. Just not exhausted and not exhausted. Because I've never not exhausted.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like my exhaustion sort of takes over all of my other things. And so I don't really feel the other things if I ever am them.
Yeah. I wonder if people get sick of us talking about how exhausted we are.
Well, maybe they would like to download our stuff and then we'll get a Patreon and then we don't have to be so exhausted.
That's fair. Well,
So if they're tired of hearing us complain about how exhausted we are, then they should help us out with that so that we can do this full time and then we don't have to do our regular job and then come do this.
that's a good idea. We get on that. Okay, so we went on an adventure this weekend.
We did.
We went over to Tucson, Arizona.
To Arizona.
And we saw some giant cactuses.
Yes, we did. We saw some giant cactuses in person for the first time.
And they had pretty flowers on the top.
They did have pretty flowers on them. And
we did not see any rattlesnakes.
Did not see any rattlesnakes or Gila monsters or giant scorpions.
No. We saw one turtle, but it was in an enclosure.
Yes.
It wasn't even a wild.
We saw lots of lizards, though.
Hey, you know,
including some jacked up lizards that were trying to fight each other and possibly us.
And do push-ups.
Yes.
To show us how cool their push-ups were.
They kept doing push-ups every time we got near them.
Yeah.
Or they got near each other. And then they would, like, come at us, and I was fairly certain we were going to get attacked by some lizards.
Yep. But then I think the birds took care of them.
I think so.
And I tried my darndest to call a Gila monster.
Yeah, apparently they don't come to...
Here, Gila monster.
Hey, Gila monster, Gila monster.
No, they don't do that.
Yeah, apparently they don't respond to that.
And it was 1,000 degrees.
It was, but it wasn't really any more 1,000 degrees than it is here.
I was about to say, but it's 1,000 degrees here, so... And here we're having some, like, weird humidity today, I feel like.
It was weirdly humid in Tucson, too, though. Like, I expected it to be drier, and...
And I'm just now, because it is hot in here, I'm just now looking at the air conditioner and seeing that it's set at, like, 70-something. Which is no bueno. I know it's because for the daytime... like when nobody's here, but I didn't adjust it earlier, so it's hot in here because I didn't realize.
I couldn't figure out how to turn the one down in the other room. It was so hot in there, and I finally got it on, but I definitely couldn't figure out how to make it colder.
Well, I'm gonna turn this one down really fast because I'm gonna let this cat out. If she'll go. She's painting my butt. Zargo. No? Okay. Like I said, pain in the butt. It's on high, and it's on 66. Maybe it'll cool off in here. Maybe. So, anyway.
It's hot.
It's hot. Oh,
there's a lizard on the bed.
Yeah, she's our special guest this evening.
I hope she has more to say than we do, because...
She is definitely not impressed with me right now. She got up here, and she licked the wall, and then she snuggled down, and... that's it. She was on hold with the IRS for almost 2 hours.
I've been hanging out with a very sick kitten.
Yeah, so anyway, that was our exciting evening. Oh, well, we went and saw a podcast. We went and watched, and that's why we drink.
Yes.
That was the whole point of the trip, not the giant cactuses, or the 1,000-degree heat, or the Gila monsters.
The fighting lizards.
Yeah. And it was pretty cool.
It was fun.
It was fun. I think we had a good time. I laughed so hard I almost peed my pants.
I almost threw up, but it had nothing to do with laughing.
Yeah. It was just you.
That was just me. I don't know what's going on.
Being special.
I felt real terrible.
You don't travel well.
I don't travel well. I'm like...
Every time we go somewhere, you get sick.
I was going to say some sort of, like, mayonnaise-y food. I don't really travel well.
Right. Gross. Alright. Well, we're going to go on an adventure tonight.
Oh, boy.
Because of our trip. And I was tired. And I didn't feel like researching something new. And so, we had an episode that got lost to the audacity of audacity.
Of audacity.
And we never re-recorded it. And so I just decided that we would just do that again. I don't know how much of it you're going to remember. I don't know how much of it I'm going to remember.
Sometimes I remember lots of things, and sometimes it's like a brand new experience. So.
Because another fun fact is that I haven't read through these notes again.
Okay.
So, adventure time.
Yes.
We're like the bubblegum princess. Is that a thing?
Princess Bubblegum.
Oh, okay. And the guy with the crown?
The Ice King?
No. Doesn't the, like, square guy with the dog have a crown?
He's not really square, and he wears a bunny hood.
Oh, it's a bunny hood. Okay. Clearly, I'm well read.
That would be Finn.
Okay. What's the dog's name?
Jake.
Okay.
And they're brothers.
Oh, they're brothers?
Yes.
Okay.
Jake's family found Finn when he was a baby and adopted him.
The dog's family?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. See, I got into regular show. Adventure Time, not so much. It never appealed to me, and the little bit of it I've seen, I have not been impressed with. So, but that just reminds me of Gumball and Darwin.
What does?
That they're brothers.
Oh, that they're brothers.
Yeah. So, I don't know. But Darwin was the pet.
Yes.
And then he got flushed or something, and then he wanted to go back to his family, and so he grew legs and he walked back.
Yeah, I haven't watched enough of Gumball for me to remember how that happened.
Yeah, I think that's how that happened.
But no, as far as I can recall, that's what happened on Adventure Time. They found Finn when he was a baby and adopted him.
Alright, well, okay. Do you remember what the episode is?
We've lost so many episodes that no.
We've only lost one episode that we absolutely, like, lost.
Then no.
Okay, so it's a Stanley Hotel.
Oh. Okay. Okay, yeah, I remember us doing that one.
Okay. So, the Stanley Hotel is located in Estes Park, Colorado. It is a 140-room, 11-building hotel that was the inspiration for Stephen King's The Shining.
Yeah. I was watching a podcast the other day about some guy who had murdered two of his wives, or probably murdered two of his wives. I can't remember if they ever, like, proved it.
Yeah.
But, one of them he pushed off a cliff in Estes County.
Fun. Well, there's plenty of cliffs to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yikes.
He claims she fell off, and...
Sure she did. But you never know, because remember the people that were in front of us at Joann Fabric that one day, just casually talking about some guy walking off of a cliff.
Yeah, but we didn't hear the rest of the story, so we don't know exactly what happened there.
Then they walked away.
In the middle of an amazing story that they were not telling us, so that's partly why they walked away in the middle of the story. But you can't start a story like that and then just walk away. We're invested here.
I feel like if we had not been waiting at the fabric counter and it was then our turn, I would have followed them through the story.
Right.
I need to look at everything you're looking at.
You should have just followed them anyway. There were two of us.
That's true.
One of us could have handled the fabric.
I probably should have handled the fabric. You're better at remembering things. I would have got back to you and been like, There was a cliff and some guy walked off of it. You would have been
I don't remember what else they said about why the guy walked off the cliff.
And you would have been like, we literally
That
heard
was the amount of information that we already knew.
So it would have been better for me to tell them some random amount of yards of fabric you needed.
Yes.
So
there's a hotel in Estes County, in Estes Park or whatever.
Estes Park, yes.
And it inspired Stephen King to write about The Shining.
Yes. Okay. So let's start with how the hotel came to be.
Okay.
Freelan Oscar Stanley is how it came to be.
Well, that's probably why it's called the Stanley Hotel.
Yes.
If I had to wager a guess.
Possibly. So he was born in Kingfield, Maine in 1849. So, just a minute ago.
Not too long ago. The other day.
Yeah. When he and his twin brother Francis were children, they proved to be little inventors. And when they were 9, they learned how to refine maple syrup and sold it. So, different children than we were.
I was going to say, I didn't quite do things like that when I was 9. I just, put dirt in a pot and called it witch soup and,
Yes. Uh-huh. I was about to say we played in the sandbox, but you went more specific with it, and that's fine.
I didn't, I would pick random leaves and stuff out of the yard and put them in some water and some dirt.
Yes, and make some soup.
And make witch soup, but,
Or we were in the swimming pool or sliding across a piece of plastic in the backyard.
But, no refining maple syrup.
No refining maple syrup. The next year, they began building violins. So again, still, I didn't
start building violins until I was well into my teens.
That's right. They started with toy violins, and they soon progressed to real violins. Do you remember the name of someone who makes violins?
A violin maker.
You're so smart. A luthier or a luthier? I don't know which one it is.
You don't even know what they're called.
Well, it's Luthier, and so I figure, dumb girl luthier, fancy girl luthier.
Yes.
They also make guitars and other stringed instruments, this type of person. Freelan sold his first violin when he was 16, and he continued making violins until his death. So he was a man of many trades.
All right.
Selling syrup, making violins, maybe having hotels.
I wish I had any marketable skills.
Right.
Let alone many marketable skills.
Dude, I love it when mom is all, I've got a great idea. Figure out how to make it and market it. And we're both just like, absolutely not.
In your history with us, when have we ever had the gumption to do anything?
No. And then she'll be like, but you have a degree in marketing. I'm like, sure I do.
On paper, I do.
That I obtained literally 18 years ago.
And did nothing with afterwards.
So, yeah.
So,
no. I barely can teach children how to do math, and I do that every day.
Yeah.
So, anyway, in 1883, Francis, who was the twin, created, I guess they're both the twin.
Each of them is the twin.
Yes. Like the Quagmire triplets,
yes.
But there's just 2 of them.
Yes.
Okay.
The 2 triplets.
Okay, so Freelan is the main character.
Is the hotel guy.
Yeah, the hotelier.
And the other one is not.
The other one is the twin. He created a machine that did something to make it easier to make the plates that were used to develop pictures, which sped up the development process.
Okay.
So, I don't know the language, so we're just going to leave it at that.
He did other stuff.
And he later sold the company to George Eastman.
Eastman Kodak.
Yes. He came out of the East to do battle with the amazing Rando.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my gosh, I saw some, I think they were actually spectacles, not like sunglasses, but like actual glasses. And in the bottom of it is the like silhouettes of Mystery Science Theater guys.
I feel like you wouldn't really be able to see that as the wearer of the glasses.
No, but everybody else would and know how cool you are.
I feel like most people wouldn't get it.
Well, you know what? The people who matter would. I don't want to know you if you don't know. Okay, yes. So the founder of Kodak. And for all of you tiny babies out there in the universe, Kodak was like a film/camera maker. Because in the old days, we had
to put film in a camera to take pictures.
And then you had to go to Kmart and have it developed.
Yes.
Specifically Kmart. And now I tried to develop film that I found, and it was $1 million to develop it. Yeah. Or like 40. But as much film as I developed as like a 12-year-old,
oh yeah,
I know it didn't used to cost that much.
Oh no, it was definitely a cheap thing to do back then.
If I had $40 when I was like 12, I was rich.
Yes.
Okay, so anyway, this was after Freelan, the other twin, had tried his hand at being a portrait artist. So these guys are just out there doing all of the things.
I wish I could do anything.
Every possible
thing.
I
had the energy to even attempt to do a thing.
You know what? You crochet boobs.
Sometimes I do.
And you origami boobs. So any boob-related craft.
I'm really good at crafting boobs.
This episode is pure chaos. This episode was pure chaos the first time we did it, too. About totally different things. But we're chaotic when the Stanley Hotel is around. I think it's the ghosts.
Yes.
So then these Stanley twins moved on to automobiles. And specifically steam-powered engines, which I kind of feel like my life would be better if my automobile ran on steam and I didn't have to pay for gas. So they created something called the flying teapot.
Okay.
Which could reach speeds of up to 35 miles per hour. Be impressed.
Sorry, I was thinking about something. Yes, that is
because
speedy.
In parentheses, I know, because I was waiting for your reaction, and then you gave me no reaction.
I might have given you a reaction the first time. This time, I was distracted by my thoughts.
Okay, it's children who made an automobile called the Flying Teapot, which reached speeds of 35 miles per hour.
My first thought is like, but how old are these children? It should be impressive no matter how old the children are. But my first thought is, but how old are these children?
Yeah, but
are they like little or?
Okay, actually, let's do the math. Ooh, I have a graphing calculator right next to me. So they were born in 1849, and okay. So, just kidding, they're not children. Because they were born in 1849. In 1883, when they were making the Kodak plate thingies, they were 34.
Yeah.
So
not children. Not impressed at all.
Not impressed at all. You know what? I'm impressed that they invented something called the Flying Teapot. Okay, so this was later named the Stanley Steamer.
And I'm sure that at this point, the last time we recorded this, we sang the Stanley Steamer's theme song.
Who knows? Yeah, because in parentheses after that, I have the words, isn't that a carpet cleaning company now?
It is a carpet cleaning company.
I wonder if it had been long enough since the, copyright or something, the registered trademark, whatever, had happened, because that seems like it would be, trademark infringement.
Yeah. But since this was in, the 1800s, probably.
Yes. Early 1900s, because the next line says, in 1906, they set a world record when one of their vehicles reached a speed of 127.6 miles per hour in 28 2/5 of a second.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, apparently you're more impressed with that than the Flying Teapot.
Yes.
So just a little faster.
I have a need for speed.
Yeah, you drive like a grandma.
I actually drive the speed limit is the problem. You enjoy speeding.
No way. I was driving behind you earlier and my car was all 53.
I had my cruise control set at 55. Actually, I had my cruise control set at 56.
My brand new car, the brand newest
is wrong.
one. No, it's not. It's the rightest. You're slow.
No. I drive the speed limit.
Actually, Mom drives like a grandma. Like she is one or something.
Alright. Like she's an old lady or something.
But she's like, oh my god, how did you get home so fast? Went 55 down the highway.
Or like today, she left before me and got there after all of us.
Yeah, where was she?
She takes 13th Street instead of 1st Street because she thinks that 1st Street is like the freeway.
Oh, but crossing... Never mind.
I know.
Crossing the highway is terrifying.
I don't like... That scares me way more than taking 1st Street, but...
The speed limit on 1st Street's 35 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It's the freeway, guys.
Yes.
Freeway. Alright, so anyway. The Stanley Motor Carriage Company.
Yes.
So these are carriages. They were even responsible for supplying pumps to the Allies in World War I. Then came the invention of the electric starter and gas-powered engines, and steam was out.
Ruined everybody's lives.
Parsley soda was in.
Yes.
Dark is out. Natural light is in. If you know, you know. In 1924, the Stanley Motor Carriage Company folded, which is such a bummer because, again, I hate buying gas for my car.
Mm-hmm.
And just pouring some water in there and letting it steam seems like a better idea.
Yeah.
Seems more economical. And the environment would probably like it better. I don't know. I don't know how it works because, again, I am not an inventor.
I don't know. Trains that were like steam powered were like powered by coal. And I don't know that that's great for the environment.
Probably not.
So.
I know it's not good for the lungs.
So. I don't know how easy it would be to keep your steam going in your car.
I don't know.
Without somebody shoveling coal into the engine constantly.
I didn't even know coal was involved with this. So
I don't know if it's involved with the cars. I'm just saying that that's, I think, how steam trains work.
I don't know.
And so
just go to Walmart and buy some charcoal.
yeah.
It's totally fine.
Just go to Walmart.
I am a genius.
You solved it.
I did. Okay, so that was... The world record was in 1906, so apparently we're rewinding 3 years. In 1903... Oh, and I literally wrote, I know this is earlier than all the rest of the things. Freelan contracted tuberculosis. The consumption. And so, you know what that means.
That he had to move to the desert.
He had to go west, young man. And so Freelan and his wife, Flora...
That he had to move to Tombstone.
Yes, except he did not. He moved to Estes Park, Colorado.
Well, Doc Holliday moved to Tombstone.
Well, bully for him.
And
then he got shot or something.
Eventually.
Ow! Sorry, that was a cat attacking me.
She didn't attack you. She just tried to get in your lap.
Well, that's the same thing. I hate that cat.
And Billy the Kid's mom moved to New Mexico.
I know. Well, and I was thinking about that too because I thought it needed to be like dry air and like the Rocky Mountains doesn't seem like the same thing.
No.
So, I don't know. But anyway, so Freelan, his wife Flora, they macked up.
Yes. Big Mac Daddy.
Oh my gosh. Apparently there are children who are like smooching in classrooms at lunchtime.
Ew.
Right?
I mean, that's a thing you hear of in like books and stuff and like on teeny bopper TV shows, but ew.
Yeah. I've heard this from like 3 different children at this point.
Gross.
Yeah, and they're all saying the same thing. They're all, it's disgusting. Why are they doing that at school?
Gross.
Yeah. So anyway, back to getting macked up in the mountains. They packed up and they moved to Estes Park, Colorado. And it was believed that the cool, crisp, dry air was the cure for tuberculosis. However, in addition to the air, Freelan was said to have wanted to die somewhere beautiful, and he went to the Rocky Mountains. So after his first summer in Colorado, though, he was seemingly cured. So it was kind of like, I'm going to Colorado to die, and then Colorado cured him. So maybe we need to go to Colorado.
To cure us?
Yes, of our exhaustion. I feel like now consumption is not tuberculosis, it's exhaustion.
Yes.
I'm consumed.
Consumed with the exhaustion.
Anyway, so he was cured and he was ready to move on to his next adventure because he, even with tuberculosis, has more energy than I do.
Right?
So a little bit about Estes Park. Yeah, I don't understand people like that. The town was established in 1859 and sits at a whopping 7,522 feet above sea level. It is about 70 miles north of Denver and is a base for the Rocky Mountains National Park, which was established in 1915 by, fun fact, Freelan Stanley and his associate B.D. Sanborn.
Okay.
The town was established in 1859. I think I already said that. I sure did. Prior to this, the land was inhabited by the Ute and Arapaho people and later gold miners. Because, go west, young man.
Haven't you been told? California.
I couldn't think of the next word.
Full of whiskey, women, and gold.
I could remember the gold part and I was lost with the rest of it. Man. I saw an AI TikTok that was like what celebrities who have died would look like today if they had not died. And one of them was Toby Keith, and he looked exactly the same as
I was going to say, wouldn't he basically just look the same? He hasn't been dead that long.
I know. Because,
it's not like he died, decades ago.
Like, Paul Walker, had some wrinkles and stuff, and Tupac, just, looked older and stuff. But, Toby Keith just looked exactly the same. So,
well, he did die, the other day.
Right? Yeah. I don't know why they included him in that part of it. So silly. In 1872, the Irish Earl of Dunraven discovered this land.
Yes.
Yeah.
Quote, discovered it from the people who were already living there.
And he said, mine, and established himself some private hunting grounds after receiving 8,000 acres of land through the Homestead Act.
Yeah.
Because you know how we roll.
We just say,
mine. Except now. Now if I, walked up to somebody's house and said mine, they just shoot me. So, that seems unfair. So...
If it was good enough for our ancestors.
Right. So this is why I'm not allowed to teach history. I am relegated to the mathematics department. So...
And you still get in trouble for being woke.
Facts. Yeah. It's just so funny when, you get in trouble. Well, I mean, I didn't get in trouble for this, but, you have the potential of getting in trouble for telling some kid to stop, being racist or bigoted toward another kid. It's insane.
All right, guys, thank you for listening to part 1 of the Twisted and Mysterious podcast. Remember, people are gross and don't get murdered.